If you are pregnant or you've recently had a baby, this podcast is for you. I am your host, Kath Bequee, a physiotherapist working in women's health and mum of 3. Join me each week as we dive into all things pregnancy care, childbirth and postnatal recovery, helping you have a wonderful pregnancy and afterbirth experience. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. Well, hi there. We have come to the final episode of 2020 at episode number 15. This episode is going to be super short and sweet. It has been an absolutely crazy year for everyone, and I thought I would give a quick behind the scenes wrap up for 2020. Firstly, a huge thank you to each and every one of you who is listening to this at the moment. Thank you for your support. Thank you for contacting me on Instagram via DM. Thanks for tagging me in your stories. There is nothing that lights me up as much as receiving messages from you once you've listened to these episodes. And although this podcast is super new, relatively speaking, to the podcast scene, I couldn't imagine life without it. And to be honest, it is definitely a lot of work behind the scenes, but to receive messages and reviews from you guys just lights me up. So a huge thank you. To quickly wrap up this final episode of the year, I'm going to share with you how 2020 has panned out for FitNest and for myself. So I'm sure for many of us, what we thought would happen at the start of the year certainly became something totally different. FitNest definitely wasn't a linear path, and this time last year, at the end of 2019, I'd actually registered a totally different business name called Little Essentials. So I'm a women's health physio, and I always felt that even though I would see clinically one-on-one, I would often see women when they had issues, if they had back pain or if they had issues with pelvic floor, incontinence or prolapse. And I felt like I was often seeing women after they already needed help. I didn't feel that I was seeing women when they were pregnant as much before they had issues. And the idea behind Little Essentials, it was actually going to be gift boxes for pregnant and new mums with all the little essentials to help them feel great during pregnancy and recover after birth. So abdominal tubic grip, belly oil, some pampering items, some gorgeous lactation cookies. So a mixture of pampering items and recovery products. So my idea has always been that I felt when women were pregnant, if they were given a gift, often the gift was for the baby, or I felt that there was a bit of a gap where women perhaps weren't getting the support and help that they needed before they actually needed it. So I've designed these boxes, I had them printed out, they are still available with annual memberships, but I got them all up and running. And then I changed. So in about February, March, the whole idea behind Little Essentials was to help provide the information and the education resources. It wasn't just about what items were in the gift box. And that did evolve into FitNest. So FitNest has, if you don't know, it's got online workouts, but it's also got heaps of resources and information to help pregnant mums and new mums feel good about their bodies, help them to be proactive and recover sensibly and rehab after birth so that they can help to minimize their risk of injury or aches and pains and that side of things, and to help them recover so that they can get back to doing what they love. So yeah, Little Essentials changed. I stopped making the gift boxes. I decided being a physio, being in the product-based business wasn't quite my jam. So I was really excited to launch FitNest. And it was funny because just before I was about to launch FitNest, COVID hit, and I felt that women needed more help at that time now than ever because I can never remember what it was like in March, April. So much uncertainty. Birth classes were being cancelled. You could no longer go and see the physio as easily. It was just harder to access services. So it was a time of uncertainty. So FitNest was fast-tracked and launched in April, May. And ever since then, it's just been amazing welcoming nearly 50 mums into the community. And I've loved every single minute of helping mums to work out and do Pilates classes and doing Q&As and doing guest speaker sessions with anything from a lactation consultant through to dietitians and every different aspect of pregnancy and new mum healthcare. So that was the evolution of FitNest. I started off as a gift box company, which didn't end up launching, but it evolved into FitNest. So thanks once again for everyone's support, and I really look forward to what 2021 has in store for you. I do hope that everyone listening today has got time to have a little bit of downtime over these next few weeks, because 2020 has been absolutely exhausting. I think it doesn't matter where you live in Australia or if you're listening to this around the world. So I really do hope over this holiday period, everyone gets a chance to take a breath, relax, even if it's just for a day or so. And I've got a good feeling about 2021. We'll see you next year, ladies, for another episode of the FitNest Mama podcast.